Welcome back. In today's class, I am going to explain about semiconductor laser. So we'll one by one see the construction and working of laser. For which, so I'll just write the heading and construction part. First we'll see the construction part, then we'll go for working part. So we can write a simple diagram which resembles our semiconductor diode. So the construction of semiconductor laser is same as the construction of our semiconductor diode, except that the doping concentration is varied and the materials which are used in construction of semiconductor laser is different. So this is what which I am writing is called as the junction plate or junction region, which separates P and N section, which separates P and N section, and from which an laser output is emerged. So this is our laser output, and here is a source, an input source which is forward biased. So this is a P section and this is an N section. So I am going to write the key points here one by one. What are the key points that you need to write when we are going to explain the semiconductor laser? So first one is the degenerate semiconductors or the degenerate semiconducting materials has to be chosen, or the degenerate semiconductors are used here. So what do you mean by the degenerate semiconductors? Is an heavily doped semiconducting material. Heavily doped semiconducting material where the doping concentration varies from 10 to the power of 17 to 10 to the power of 19 atoms per centimeter cube. So this is the first point which we are going to write here, that is the degenerate semiconductor has to be used for the construction for semiconductor lasers. The degenerate semiconductors are and heavily doped semiconductors where the doping concentration varies from 10 raised to 17 to 10 raised to 19 atoms per centimeter cube. Second one is we'll just see what is the dimension, the overall size of a diode. The overall size of a diode is around 1 millimeter, and junction region is 1 micrometer. So this is about the dimension of our semiconductor laser. The overall size of a diode is around 1 millimeter and a junction region is 1 micrometer. And the next point, as we have told that it is an heavily doped diode, and what are the doping materials used, I am just going to say here in the next part, that is N section. The N section of semiconductor laser is doped with tellurium material and the P section, and the P section is doped. The P section is doped with zinc material. So these are the points which we have to keep it in mind during the construction of laser. However, the dimension of the diode may vary depending on what kind of application, for what application we are going to use this semiconductor laser. Next we will see the working of semiconductor laser, where I will just write the energy level diagram. So here we have an P section, and in between an barrier region, junction barrier. So I have an conduction band here, energy of an conduction band EC, and I have an valence band here, and I have something called as an Fermi level in P section. So here in the N section, so this is a P section and this is our N section. So I have a conduction band here, and valence band here. So just write this, and the Fermi level here in this N section the Fermi level EFN, Fermi level in N section. So this is our conduction band, and here I have a conduction band. So now what is a Fermi level is, the Fermi level is the highest occupied level in any atoms. So we will write down, this is a junction region or a barrier which separates the P and N section. Junction region. Yeah. Now here, as I have said, that Fermi level is the highest occupied level in any in any atom. So here in semiconductor laser, we have a Fermi level below valence band, where above the valence band all the levels will be vacant. That is filled with holes. Okay. So below Fermi level, all the levels are completely filled. So this section is also completely filled. So here the Fermi level in N section is found above the conduction band. Above this all the levels are vacant, and here it is filled with the electrons. Filled with electrons. Now during operation, when we apply the voltage, the whole concentration increases in the P section, because of which all the holes here starts crossing the barrier and enters the junction region, and similarly the electrons starts crossing the barrier and enters the junction region. So what happens initially, for small voltage there will be a recombination of electron with an hole, and this recombination results in emission of photon. So this type of emission initially will be a spontaneous emission. Since the voltage is very small, the emission will be just an spontaneous emission in initial stage. As the voltage is increased across the source, the more and more number of electrons starts crossing this barrier, and more number of recombination occurs, thus triggering the spontaneous emission to stimulated emission. When once this spontaneous emission is triggered to stimulated emission, its laser light is emitted from the junction region. So here the principle behind the emission of laser from in semiconductor is the recombination of electron and holes. In normal semiconductor diode, what happens is since the emission is not very much powerful, the recombination results in the emission of current or the flow of current in the circuit. So here the recombination of electron and holes results in the emission of laser light. So briefly I'll just explain you what is here, how is working is explained. So here we have a P section and here we have an N section. We have a conduction band, valence band and an Fermi level in P section. And here the Fermi level is in above the conduction band in case of N type of semiconductor, that is an heavily doped semiconductor. So as the voltage is applied across, the holes starts crossing the barrier and then electrons also enter this junction region, due to which the recombination occurs. Initially the recombination results in the emission of photons, that will be a resultant of a spontaneous emission. So the emission will be not much powerful. Then further, as the voltage is increased, more and more number of electrons starts recombining with the holes, because of which the laser light is emitted from the stimulated emission. So this is about the working, construction and working of an semiconductor laser. Thank you.